session. Bit of storytelling.
Yep, indeed. Nothing beats telling stories, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's probably one of the very important skills that's necessary for business owners and also the sales profession, the ability to tell stories.
No, Andrea, honestly, like it's just like I can only remember stories when in my school days. I don't remember what I studied.
A light but very
What were you doing at other times?
Yeah, the stories stick. Yeah, or even my experiences stick with me.
Ah, nice. Nice. So what's the story that you wanted to tell, Claire, today? What story have you got?
So we chose the butterfly as our background today because the butterfly, butterfly, you heard of this word metamorphosis.
Whoa, big word. Big word.
Andrea, what do you understand by the butterfly story? Maybe your version.
Okay. So if I can actually see that picture behind me, it is that process of how a butterfly turns to become that beautiful butterfly from a not so beautiful start and a humble beginning. So it really doesn't matter how humble that beginning is or the past is. What's the emphasis is, hey, look at that.
I believe I can fly. Yeah. So like you said earlier, in the beginning, maybe not so pretty. Okay. So the story is that along the journey, because when I was younger, I remember I used to see the cocoon, not like the one you see in the beginning, and I would be just trying to push, like I can't wait. I want to see it fly. And I learned that if we were to push it out before it takes its time, by us pushing it, forcing it out, it actually cannot bloom. It cannot fly. So for me, it's an anchoring because sometimes I remember when I was in school, when I was going to graduate, and my friends and I, we were talking about our dreams and our goals, what we want to be, what we want to do. All the dreams, because we had no corruption, no pollution. We could do everything, conquer the world.
Yeah.
And then we got there, and then we realized that, hey, you mean this is the starting salary, for example, okay? Or if you're going to start in sales, you have to start right from the bottom, unless someone gives you a whole organization. Yeah. So it's a process. And if you realize, if someone gives you just, you just come out fresh, you just studied it in theory, and then you receive an organization at a higher level, you may not understand what it takes to reach the top. So you can easily fall. So just like higher level, you may. So in COVID right now,
Yep.
there are a lot of us complaining, why is it so slow? Why are things moving so slow? But if you just learn to be patient, easier said than done. Easier said than done. But everything has its purpose, has its time. So for me personally, this anchoring is that it doesn't matter where you are right now. Like we have going through a very tough time, and we may have to close or shut down our business. We may have to pivot because there are a lot of businesses we have to cut. We have to go through this very, very tough time. Be prepared because you got to embrace the challenge and know that it's like this cocoon and going to come out to be a beautiful butterfly. It's going to take time.
I like the word go with the flow as well. Sometimes how we want to launch something or how we want to do something, it may not be forced through. So you may have got to go through with the flow. And as much as how you have described the butterfly, Claire, I wanted to invite you to have a game session with me. I'm going to switch off that virtual background so that you can see it a little bit clearer, because I have got a whole stack of cards here, and there's 33, so it's number 1 to 33. Perhaps you want to tell me your favorite number?
We'll take the number 9 because today is number 9 session.
All right, the number 9 session. Whoa, this is so timely a card, Claire.
What is that? Can you explain? Describe.
There's a little boy playing with a frog.
Frog story.
And you can see that he's more of the mischievous, experimenting, playful,
No fear.
no
Whole
fear, fun.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And
If
this
there
is
was-
very in the flow with the butterfly story that you just...
You want me to like describe what I understand about this?
Sure, you can go first and I'll add on.
For me, the frog story, to me, the frog is whenever I see a frog, is I ask myself, am I comfortable? Because I know the frog story where you know you put the frog in a container and warm water, you relax, you know, if you put it on fire as the water is boiling, actually the frog doesn't jump out immediately, but what happens is slowly, the frog actually just thinks that, you know, it's hot water, heated pool, and eventually die in the boiling water.
What I see out of this is also, can we have fun and playful and that no fear in business? Where you go with the flow, take a step as it comes. And of course, Brian Tracy had this book that says, eat that frog. Do something that scares you.
Do something that scares you. I like that.
Well, if you don't like the word scares, do something that challenges you. Do something that you've never done it before.
This is like the growth mindset.
Yep. He's experimenting, he's getting himself dirty, he's getting to the ground. Well,
There's a question.
Yep.
What would you do if you weren't afraid? And I would want to be a childlike manner like that boy again, because I believe we need to have that childlike manner, because significance versus gain. I think it's enough of being very significant about things that are happening around, being critical about things, giving comments about every single thing, about the, you know, critical comments about even our budget. Yeah, we can talk about it, but you know, let's see it like, yeah, it's a game for us. It's game. It's fun. It's challenge. It's wow. It's free flow.
I go back to that fundamental question. So putting all of that challenge aside, what else can we do? What else can we do? Life goes on.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
So like the butterfly that you see, you need to envision what you can become. I think it's very important, because if you keep dwelling on where you are stuck, you will be alone. It's that's why there's so many cases. We see suicidals, depression. So we need to learn. Only you can do it. Only you can do it. Someone else cannot. You can't pay someone to do it for you. You have to see yourself fly again.
Fly together, grow strong together in a community, a group of team or a group of people that you can trust, as well as you have that like-minded where things could actually grow stronger and collaborate. That I mean, that truly is something that I believe that's what's needed during this moment.
We are excited because in just next week we're going to start our sales wiring specialist class, or first class.
Yep.
And it's
And we
going to
can
be
see so many collaboration happening even prior to the class.
so you're not alone. Wherever you are, whatever position, whatever state you're in, you need a lift. You need someone to join you in your journey to become a butterfly. Join a community that can support you, that can help you to grow your mindset to become what you want to be. That's important.
If you need a group of friends that's positive minded, come join us.
And Andrea, we have specially done this specially at a special price session. It's only 20 over ringgit. Like we say, it's just pay for your own Starbucks coffee.
So it's gonna be 8 sessions across 4 weeks, which is just 1 month. So you have like 2 sessions per week for a total of 188. If I break it down, each session is 23 ringgit and 50 cents.
Join our community, because by end of this month, we would have at least 30 over different topics for you. So it's really a growth where we can all learn together. We always say, how can we be 1% better today than yesterday? That's critical.
And that peer learning allows you to grow faster. And as others shares their experience, you don't have to go through that same journey to knock those walls yourself.
Great.
So do join us. I'm going to post up the link for registration again. It's open for registration. And don't worry that the minute the class starts, we'll still be on Facebook Live. We will still be here.
We'll be here. We'll be here for you.
Yep. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:45.
45. See you then.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good week.